Hello students, hope all of you are well and healthy. So today we have started with the chapter 10, that is biodiversity and its classification, from page number 141. In page number 141, we can know that there are almost 3 crore life forms are present on the earth. And the number of species অর্থাৎ প্রজাতি may also vary. So what is species? A group of living organisms with same features and capable of exchanging genetic characteristics অর্থাৎ জিনগত বৈশিষ্ট্য or interbreeding is called species. That means the individuals of a species are reproductively isolated from other such groups. Say for example, we. That means human beings is a species, and there are various animals and plant species are present surrounding us. Next, page number 142. Here we can know about the scientific name অর্থাৎ বিজ্ঞানসম্মত নাম of a species. Every species has a separate and specific scientific name which is internationally accepted. We previously knew that almost 3 crore species are present. But till now, scientists have given names to approximately 19 lakhs species only. And for proper and systematic naming, at first they divided all the available species of living world into 6 groups. Each group is known as a kingdom, like animal kingdom, Animalia, plant kingdom, Plantae, ছত্রাক বা fungus kingdom, Fungi, etc. On the other hand, single-celled organisms, that is, the living organisms with a single cell. Here cell means single structural and functional unit of a living organism. So, the living organisms with a single cell are further divided into 3 kingdoms. Number 1, bacteria, like coccus, bacillus, etc. Number 2, protozoa, like amoeba, giardia, etc. And number 3 is chromista. We don't know much about that. Some dinoflagellates, brain parasite may fall in this kingdom. I will give you some figures of chromista. Okay? Next, page number 143. Here we have to know about a completely different organism called virus. So, virus is an infectious agent which causes disease and whose characteristics lie between living and non-living things. Corona is also a virus, mind it. Anyway, it shows maximum non-living characters, but they can reproduce like living organisms within host body. Host means পোষক. All the above described reasons, viruses are not found any place in any living kingdom. Next, we can know about mostly accepted 5 kingdom classification, and the kingdoms are number 1, Protista, consisting of unicellular organisms. Number 2, Monera, that means the bacteria kingdom. Number 3, Fungi, containing the kingdom of fungus or fungus. Number 4, plantae. All the plants are fallen in this kingdom. And the final and number 5 is Animalia, consisting the animal kingdom. Not only the kingdom division, there are also many subdivisions within kingdom. Say for example, there are many domains in the animal kingdom, like vertebrate animals, অর্থাৎ মেরুদণ্ডী প্রাণী. That means they have vertebral column like us. And invertebrate animals, অর্থাৎ অমেরুদণ্ডী প্রাণী, like insects, prawns, crabs, etc. So, these insects, prawns, crabs, etc. are also known as arthropoda, which are fallen in the invertebrate animals. And they are characteristics with jointed appendage and a hard covering on the body. Another domain or phylum is Mollusca, characteristic with muscular legs and an internal or external hard calcareous shell. Snails, oysters, octopuses are fallen in this group. Next, page number 144. Here is a chart above which is almost complete except first 3 lines. This is I have done for you. At page number 144, there is also a vertebrate related chart. Read it carefully. It's important for you. And from it, you get a clear idea about vertebrate animals অর্থাৎ মেরুদণ্ডী প্রাণী. Next, page 145 above. Here is a YOLO chart where the features of vertebrate animals are clearly stated. Read them carefully. I also give you the figure of this chart. At page number 145, there are several names of various animals below the YOLO chart. So, arrange them in the box of different groups. Try it. It's your homework. I repeat, arrange them in the box of different groups. It's your homework. Next, we concentrate on plant kingdom. Look at the different pictures of page number 146 of herbs, shrubs, and trees. Here, their definitions are also present within sky-colored boxes, so just read it. At page number 146, there is another chart, and I also have done it for you. Next, page number 147. Here we concentrate on some types of non-flowering plants like algae, moss, etc. In previous pages, that is 146, we know about the 3 subtypes, that means herb, shrub, and tree of flowering plants. Isn't it? So students, let's see the pictures of page number 147. Some plants are green. They have a slippery surface. And their bodies are not divided into roots, stems, and leaves. So they are called thallophyta, অর্থাৎ algae বা শ্যাওলা. And the examples are Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, etc. On the other hand, some plants are also green colored, but their body is divided into foot. That means a base. Seta, that is a narrow tube-like or pipe-like structure which has a similarity with an arrow, and a cap-like structure at the tip of the arrow, and it is called capsule. So foot, seta and capsule. Within capsule, very minute powder-like spores are present, which help them to reproduce. And this group is called bryophytes or bryophyta. Examples are Wrixia, Pogonatum, etc. And they are commonly called moss. Another non-flowering plant type is Pteridophyta. That means fern. Their body is divisible into root, stem and leaves. Sometimes the edge of the leaf gets folded downwards to form a black or brown ridge for spore storage. Ferns are generally grow in muddy regions of ponds or may float on ponds. Say for example Shushni shak, Dheki shak. These are also called edible fern. Next, page number 148. Here we concentrate again on flowering plants, অর্থাৎ সপুষ্পক উদ্ভিদ. But our aspect is different. Previously we noticed the subtypes of flowering plants, that is herbs, shrubs and trees, mainly on the basis of their stem. Some have soft stem, some have hard stem, etc. But here we divide flowering plants on the basis of their fruits and seeds. So, on the basis of it, flowering plants are divided into two groups. Number one, gymnosperm, অর্থাৎ ব্যক্তবীজী. That means their seeds are visible from outside. Example, cycas tree, pinus tree or pine tree, etc. The pine tree has a similarity with casuarine tree অর্থাৎ ঝাউ গাছ in its looks. Anyway, number 2 is angiosperm অর্থাৎ গুপ্তবীজী. That means the ideal flowering plants অর্থাৎ আদর্শ সপুষ্পক উদ্ভিদ, which contain seeds hidden within the fruits. And the examples are many like mango, jackfruit, paddy, wheat, etc. Now we have to know that the angiosperms are further divided into two subtypes. Number 1, monocotyledonous plants অর্থাৎ একবীজপত্রী উদ্ভিদ. That means there are some angiospermic seed where a single disc-like portion is present in the seed, which is generally called cotyledon অর্থাৎ বীজপত্র. So paddy, wheat, etc. are monocotyledonous plants with single portion seed. And number 2 is dicotyledonous plants অর্থাৎ দ্বিবীজপত্রী উদ্ভিদ. Their single seed has two semicircular disc-like structure. That means each seed contains two cotyledons অর্থাৎ দুটো বীজপত্র. Example, mango, pumpkin, etc. Next, page number 149 above, here is a chart and I have done it for you. So students, that's all for today. I give you some figures and charts related to today's lecture. Next day, I shall come with a new topic from page number 149. Till then, take care, stay at home, stay safe. Bye.